Hello everybody, I'm Cuba Psyched and I'm reviewing DC Universe presents Arsenal. So Arsenal, Roy Harper is supposed to meet up with Starfire and the Red Hood, and supposedly he calls him, he tweets him and all this other stuff, but he doesn't show up. So he's captured, and there's Killer Croc and some Asian guy or whatever, Chinese guy, Jin Kong or whatever his name is. Yeah, they beat him up. They beaten up Roy Harper and saying all these horrible things, and he has all these smart-ass comments. The one really good thing about this book is the fact that Arsenal shows that he doesn't need his arrows. He doesn't actually use his bow in this book. He shows that he kept asking for a quarter, and the guy wouldn't give him a quarter, but he was able to steal a quarter. And somehow, and I don't know how he did it, but in time he basically talks about how he can use anything as a weapon. Now, that's the Arsenal I love. That, he could just pick up a piece of glass or a quarter, and he can use that as a weapon to take down those enemies, and that's kind of what he does. And he talks, after he breaks out, he talks to Killer Croc, and Killer Croc has this thing on his neck that's controlling him or whatever. And he's like, well, I can break that, and we can team up and whatever not. So he breaks it. Then Killer Croc and him team up against this one guy that had captured him, and they beat them down. First, Killer Croc does fight him, but then you realize that he's just doing that because if he doesn't do it, the guy's gonna kill him. And if you've seen the episode of Arrow, it's one of those things you put on the neck and it'll just blow you up. If you can just set it up, it's kind of like a bomb or something, but Arsenal breaks it. I think it's with a piece of glass or maybe a quarter, but he does take down someone with a quarter. So obviously he can use any weapon. That's why his name is Arsenal. So him and Killer Croc team up and beat this guy, and then he finally makes it back, and they're like, "Where the hell have you been?" He's like, just doing what I usually do, where I'm always at. And they're like, "Okay." Well, that's pretty much the end of the book, but there's more to it. It's really good. I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. I love this book because it's Arsenal, and I wish he had his own comic book. He deserves it because he's my favorite character. And give Red Robin his own comic book as well. That'd be awesome. Anyways, that's it for now, people. I'm never insane.